Marcy from Don'tWasteYourHomemaking.com. I just want to share a few things with you today about sleep, why it's important, and if you're struggling to sleep at night, just some ways to improve that so we can get a good night's rest. I just want to first read to you from John Piper's Desiring God book, and in his appendix, How Then Shall We Fight for Joy in Our Christian Walk, number 11, he says, get the rest, exercise, and proper diet that your body was designed to have by God. He says, I once struggled with the truth that patience is a fruit of the Holy Spirit, because I knew from experience it is also a fruit of a good night's rest. In other words, I was crabbier on little rest and less so on good nights. What brought light to this perplexity is that one of those ways that the Spirit produces His fruit in our lives is by humbling us enough to believe that we're not God and that God can run the world without our staying up too late and getting up too early. So there is a very close connection between what we eat and how we exercise and sleep on the one hand and our spiritual experience on the other hand. So in that book, in that quote, he's just talking about how we can pray for patience and we can memorize scriptures about love and knowing that love is patient, but also part of that is fighting for that in our own lives, and that means going to bed at night at a decent hour and getting a full night's rest so that we can have more patience and that the Lord can use and work through that. So some of the benefit, you get the 7 to 9 hours. You obviously have a lot more energy to run around with your kids, keep up with your home, minister to others, and just do all the things that God has called us homemakers to do. And some consequences of not having sleep are the fact that our immune system becomes weak whenever we don't have the 7 to 9 hours recommended, and so we're more likely to get sick, which can cause a whole lot of things, which means we get sick, we're not able to take care of our families, and then also we pass it on to little ones and our husbands as well. And so I just want to share those things, and there's a lot of benefits to a good night's rest. And so even though we know that, here are some helpful things that might help you if you're struggling sleeping, because I have for the last few months. So some of the things I do, I live on a noisy road, so it's really hard for me to sleep at night because of that. So I always have some kind of air purifier or some kind of noise blocker, but I also have these earplugs that I put in as well to help me sleep and to block the noise. Another thing is I got this aromatherapy lavender vanilla pillow spray from Bath & Body Works, and I just spray that on my pillow, and the lavender scent helps cue your body that it's time for sleep, and so I do that a few minutes before bedtime. Also, Kroger and Walmart sells, it's called Sleepy Time Herbal Tea, and you are supposed to drink it 30 minutes before bed, and it just also helps your body to relax. Another thing is to make sure that your room is really dark. I know that a lot of people can probably sleep with light on, but if you are struggling with sleep, try to make sure that you get some blackout curtains or use an eye pillow or anything, because light signifies to your body, to your brain, that it's not time to sleep, it's time to get up. Another thing is an hour before bed, you're supposed to turn off, stop watching TV, turn off electronics, because also the light in that signifies, again, to your brain that it's not time to sleep. So try to read or just try to do something low-key the last few minutes before you go to bed. And if all else fails, I don't really like taking sleeping medicine, but I found this, it's called Midnight PM. And I found it at Kroger, I'm sure they sell it at Walmart as well, but it's a natural sleeping aid, and it promotes healthy sleep, and you can take it any time of the night. So if you wake up and you can't go back to sleep at 3 in the morning, you take this, and it doesn't cause you to form habits like Tylenol PM or anything like that will, and when you wake up, it doesn't cause you to feel droggy like a lot of times I do when I take something like that, and it's drug-free, and it's just chewable, so that also helps. And one last thing I did forget about is to get on a routine of sleep. They say for women the best time to sleep is from if you need 8 hours of sleep, is to go to bed at 10:30 and get up at 6:30, because they say that is the best time. The hormones are normal and steady during that time to go to sleep, but to make sure that you do get a good routine. So thank you, and I hope that helps, and please share any tips that you have for sleeping if you struggle with sleeping and some of the things that help you. Thanks for following Don'tWasteYourHomemaking.com.